Hey, I'm Travis Black for Alchemy Education, and I'm here to help you with chemistry. Looking at the problem that's been provided to us, it's asking about density. Density is what's known as an intrinsic physical property. And what that means then, it doesn't matter how much of a substance you have. If it's the same substance, it's going to have the same density. And another way to think about density is how closely packed the molecules are. In gases, which have incredibly low densities, the molecules are very far apart. So low mass for an incredibly large volume. Whereas with something like lead, their molecules are incredibly close together. High amount of mass and a small amount of volume. And that's what density is. In order to solve density problems, more often than not, it involves an algebraic expression. Density is equal to mass divided by volume. And so looking at this first problem here, it's asking what is the mass in grams of 5.753 centimeters cubed of palladium. So looking at what's been provided to us, we know that we have a density of 12.00 grams over centimeter cubed. And we know that this is going to be equal to the mass, which we don't know, divided by the volume, which is 5.75 centimeters cubed. Now that we have our algebraic expression set up, we can use algebra to solve for it. We need to isolate the variable, and that means we want to get m by itself. And in order to do that, we need to get rid of 5.75 centimeters. Since this is a divided quantity, in order to get rid of it, we would multiply both sides by 5.75 centimeters cubed. Multiplying both sides by 5.75 centimeters cubed. That completely gets rid of it over here on the right-hand side, leaving us with mass. But what it also does is, looking at the left-hand side, since centimeters cubed is on top and centimeters cubed is on bottom, those two units are going to cancel, leaving us with 5.75 times 12.00. Since this quantity has 3 significant figures and this one has 4, our final value should only have 3 significant figures. In math or in chemistry, when we do multiplication like this, we are limited to our smallest number of significant figures, meaning that for the palladium, you'd have 69.0 grams. Now, algebraically is one way to solve these types of density problems. Another way to do so is using what I call the density triangle and setting it up as DMV, where density equals mass divided by volume. But that also means that volume would be equal to mass divided by density, and that mass would be equal to density times volume, which is exactly what we want for the case of letter B. We're trying to find the mass of our substance, which would be equal to its density of 0.779 grams per centimeter cubed times 30 milliliters, which is the volume, 30.0 milliliters. Now, the problem at this point in time is that these aren't the same unit, and so they're not going to cancel out. Luckily, however, they actually kind of are. In order to cancel two things out, in math, it says they have to be the same. Well, in this case, they just so happen to be that way. 1 centimeter cubed is 1 milliliter. Since those two are the same quantity, we can go ahead and cross off those units, meaning that to find our mass, it'd be 30 times 0.779, leaving us with 23.4 grams of cyclohexane. Again, limited to 3 significant figures because this quantity has 3 significant figures and this quantity has 3. I hope this information helps, and I look forward to answering any other questions in the future.